and welcome to another episode of Slatecraft. This is episode 3. Now, between episodes, I got myself and the chest, as you can see over my shoulder. I also got a bit more organisation done in terms of tidying up my chests. Obviously, we've got a lot of stuff in the nether, and we have stuff and things ready to find ourselves the end portal, because today, guys, we are in fact going to go to the end. Now, I am going to put a call to arms out. We are not going to do this alone. We are going to go with friends, and we are going to go fight the dragon. We also decided to give ourselves another 2 or 3 villagers. I forget, I have been away for a week, so I can't exactly remember how many we have over here now. We have got a few villagers though, a few more than you saw last time. Obviously, we got this dude who's unbreaking. You're mending, aren't you? Yes. And then we have this friend over here that offers me... What do you offer me? Unbreaking 1. That's not what I got you for. Oh, that. Efficiency 5. Absolutely stupendous. We've got 3 farmers now, which is brilliant. We've got our armor friend here as well, who wants to sell me armor pieces for cheap, but not cheap enough, so we have to roll in from a zombie. So we have lots of stuff and things. So what's going to happen now? We are going to go to the end, and we are going to find ourselves the dragon. We're going to fight said dragon, and then we're going to go end raiding. So I will see you guys when we find the portal. Okay, here we are over at the end, and as you can see, someone has actually beat us to it. So I guess what we're going to do is head in, and let's change this for a pumpkin. Oh, I haven't got that pack on. Bear with you just one moment. That's better. We have now got our pumpkin face on, and we are ready to go into the end. Let's see what we are going to get. Now, is the dragon still alive? I'm going to guess no. If the dragon is not still alive, then... I don't know, the dragon is still alive. Well, in that case, let's fix the dragon up, shall we? Because we can just go and see our dragony friend over here. And this is a really, really broken end. Don't come at me, bro. Just gonna shortcut over here. Ah, rip. First death on the server. And it's to the dragon, and we just lost all our gear. Brilliant. I did try. I got the ender pearl away, but it didn't help the situation. Oh well, it looks like we're not going to fight the dragon. We are going to go and re-gear instead then. Alrighty, as you can see from my gear, I have regathered everything I lost. Probably slightly better than what I had before. Possibly. I've got double fire protection on my pants and helmet, protection boots, and chest plate. Silk touch shovel, met efficiency 5, smite efficiency axe. No knockback. I've still got knockback on the sword, but I don't have flame on the sword, which is kind of useful. And then we've got a fortune and a silk touch pickaxe. Everything else is all good. I do need to make myself a shield, and I did blast through quite a bit of my stuff to actually get everything back. So I did a little hour-long mining session as well, and in here we have everything. Oh, this is all locked. Everything in here is what we gathered from mining. So yeah, we got quite a bit of stuff. So let's just grab that, unlock that, and that's pretty much how we got our levels back, because we just got our chili furnace thing set up, and off we go. Good. Anyway. We are going to do something that might seem a bit crazy. We're actually going to go back to the end. But what we're going to do, we're not going to go fight the dragon this time. We're going to go end raiding instead. And then we're going to fight the dragon with wings, because that's much more fun. And if we have wings, the dragon can't kill us quite so easily. So let's go get ourselves set up. Let's grab our friendly little anvil there. Let's pull this out of our end chest, because we don't need that in there. We're not going to need this, or that, or that. Let's put all of this in here. Because, yeah, we don't want to take any of this to the end if we don't really need to take it with us. And the armor stand is for having Marcus pack. If you're wondering, guys, that's why I got the armor standing behind the chest. Now we've got some coal, we've got a spare ender chest, we've got food, we've got a god apple just in case we need it, iron, gold, a bed, which we've got a bed in our pockets, so I might get rid of the one in my pocket, put that back for somebody else, and then we're gonna head to the end, and I will meet you back over there, I suppose. Alrighty, guys, I just went back and I checked for my clips, and I discovered that my audio wasn't recording anything. So all them clips were absolutely useless, but let's just quickly give you a little show and tell about what's been going on, because I have, in the end, as you can see, I haven't fought the dragon, and we haven't yet gotten the Elytra. This has got all my valuables I had in my ender chest in it. This one has got a lot of stuff that we collected, as has this one. And we are about to go up and get ourselves our first Elytra, which will be up there and then in the boat, which is somewhere this way. I don't know, but I'll see you guys on the boat anyway. Okay, guys, as you can tell by the fact we're in the ship and the Elytra is not on the wall, we have acquired our first Elytra, which means we can do this, which is awesome. Let's get out this bad boy. Let's put unbreaking on there. Let's put mending on there. And we got a set of wings. Let's get the rockets made as well. And then we can go for a proper fly. Let's just make those for now. That'll be fine. That's over a stack of rockets still. Let's pop that bad boy back in there. Let's grab out the shulker box and load it up with all of the yummy goodiness we have. We'll keep our chest plate on us. We'll put that away, put that away, put that away. Grab that. Grab that. Put them away. Oh, look at this good stuff here. Oh, very nice. Very good. Beautiful. Loving it. Thank you very much. Love it, kids. And very nice. And good enough. And I've got the chest as well. And with that, guys, this city is now finished. Let's fly around and gather any shulkers we may have missed. And, of course, get the dragon head. Okay, guys, as you can see, we've made it back from the end, and we have survived with gear on our backs. We have got our wings still. We have got ourselves quite a lot of loot as well. I've already started organising. We've actually got 14 ender chests spare, including the one we got in our pocket. That's 15. And we've got an empty shock box there. These two are already colour-coded, ready for stuff and things. This one has got all the valuables, and I got a little bit excited, and I made up a few of these bits to be slightly better than they were before. So we've got a few bits as backup gear, and we've got a few valuables and stuff we picked up from the end raid as well. 41 diamonds is quite a lot, I'm just saying. And, you know, 4.5 stacks, over 4.5 stacks of shells is pretty immense as well. So, what does this mean for me now? Well, I suppose it means I can start moving out. That's right, guys, we're not spending the entire time living here. This is just the start area. I have got a base location set up, and I want to move over there. And I want to give you guys an idea of what I am planning to do this season. And to give you that idea, I switched to another world. And that world, guys, is in fact my test world where I built this. Now, this is the updated version. This actually was fully in a desert, not just right on the edge before the update of 1.18. As you can see, it kind of cut a bit harshly at the back here, and we've suddenly got a massive cave system that was not there. But the most important thing we're looking at is, in fact, this. And yes, it's hollow at the back. It's all business in the front and party in the back, as Teddy likes to do it. And this, I think, is going to be what we're going to do as our main base for this season on Slatecraft. I think it's a really cool build. I don't know if the features in the towers are going to remain the same as they are here, or if we're going to change them out for something else. I'm quite happy to change them out for something else, although I do like how they look. These parts down here are most definitely going to be staying around, and obviously this part in the middle is definitely going to be staying around as well. I am just thinking that cyan terracotta instead of the light blue concrete could look a lot better for the main part over here. And maybe go for a slightly different design, although I like the kind of the cup with the heart above it. That's kind of cool still for me. So anyway, this is the plan. This is what we're going to come up with, and this is what we're going to come out with at the end. Now, inside we have done nothing at all. This is just a building design ideas and all that good stuff, and we'll get to the interior when we get to the interior. For now, I'm going to go back to Slatecraft. I am going to bring you back to my area I have lined up for this, and we are going to get started with actually laying up the area. Alrighty, here we are over at my in-between base, and if you follow me on twitch.tv/TayLegendGaming, you will know exactly what this is. Now, we are currently over at our new area we have laid out for our base, and out here we have been preparing an area. Hello, Mr. Husk. Goodbye, Mr. Husk. Thank you. And we've got ourselves a little raid tower over there. Now, what I have done, this torch here, to another torch just over there. It's just outside of render distance at the moment. You can't quite see it, but that is a 100 by 100 area that we have laid out, and this is where we're going to be building the desert temple. And while I was clearing out the area, I found something that's really quite rare at the moment. I found a surface spawner, which happens to be a skeleton one, so I'm going to try to incorporate that into a build at some point. I'm not quite sure when, but I feel like having a source of bones quite early game will be really useful. So I think what we're going to do is get this thing marked out and figure out if we can get that either in one of the towers or as a separate build just on the edge. So let me get some blocks together. Let me get the outline of this thing kind of started, and I'll come back to you with an idea. Okay, so I've got the front facade kind of started. I just want to get an idea of how big this thing is going to be, and it's going to be pretty big. This is just got the entrance hall here. This is the entrance lobby thing. And then over here where the spawner is, I didn't want this to be too close to this. So what I've done, I've set it up to have towers kind of at the front corners of this thing that kind of spike in. I think that's going to look quite good, and then we can make the spawner go below rather than above it, which I think is going to be quite a good idea. It's going to be a drop spawner. So what we're going to do is we'll have like a little redstone light somewhere in the middle of this thing, and it will cover over the top with the tower, and then we can have whatever we want going on. And I decided that the picture I showed you guys earlier was all blue. Now, blue looked good on the design I went for with that, but I think deep slate looks better for the design I have planned. So I think we're going to use deep slate as our primary color background, because I think that looks really quite nice. And with all the waterfall bits here and the background bits there, I think the deep slate is really going to fit it. So yeah, that's kind of cool. But one thing I am finding right now, I have got myself a little bit short on fuel. I've used most of my coal up smelting down smooth sandstone already, and I've got a lot of smooth sandstone to get going with. So even though we've only just started this, I'm actually going to take a break from it. We are going to take a break, and we are going to build a kelp farm and a bamboo farm. And I got myself a little room already dug out for that down here. Now, hopefully this should be big enough for the kelp farm and the bamboo farm. And the idea behind it is I'm going to have one side, I'm going to have one on the other side, and we are going to have it so we have a smelter array in the middle here, and the bamboo will feed into the back of the furnaces and feed the furnaces. The kelp will feed into the top, and we'll have composters. If the furnace gets too full, the composter will then take over and gather everything else, and I think that's going to be quite a good idea. So, next thing I need to do then is, with what little fuel I have left, I need to smelt some glass. Once I've got some glass together, I need to get my kelp and my bamboo farms all set up and ready to go. And I'll come back to you guys when I have finished that farm. Alrighty, so we've got a kelp farm and a bamboo farm in place, and I know you're thinking it looks a bit funky because originally I had it set up so we had the furnace and the composter hooked up to this. I then discovered that the bamboo doesn't grow anywhere near as fast as the kelp. And I say that even after I doubled the farm up, so we got another one here that also feeds into it. It's still not fast enough to keep up with the kelp. Now, I did think this was going to happen, which is why I put the composter in, but it was just so slow. And you need twice as much bamboo as kelp to actually be able to smelt it. And as you can see, we're not getting twice as much by a long way. So it's not happening. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it separately. We have now got a separate smelter array set up for our kelp to smelt down on, and we've got a composter just in case we decide we got too much kelp and we need to get rid of some, or bamboo, or whatever. So that's all good. Now what I want to do is find a spider spawner so I can turn that bamboo into scaffolding and have much better fuel ratio, which would be fantastic. Then we have 2 choices of fuel, which should be even better. But in the meantime, I did do a bit of mining off camera as well, and I'd get myself a bit more iron and a little bit more copper. I've got that all cooking off. And I'm just cooking up a little bit of deep slate as well, because I want to get some tiled deep slate and see how that looks within the build that we're working on. So I'm going to carry on doing what I'm doing. I'm going to get some other bits and bobs done. I think actually the next thing I'm going to do is work on the skeleton spawner, so we can get a supply of bones in place. Now this is actually going to be offset by a block. It should be sat there to the middle of the farm, but it's not going to be sat there. It's going to be sat 1 block off. But in the scheme of it, when you got above and you don't see it, it doesn't matter. So it's actually fine. So I'm going to start getting this, probably get the tower in first, which is why I want the cobbled deep slate turned into deep slate tiles. And then we can find out if we can get this thing set up. And I'm probably going to have the entrance to this possibly come over here and then come down and then kind of secretly go in. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, leave it with me and I will come back to you guys once I've got a bit more done. Alrighty, a bit of progress has been made and we have got ourselves a couple of rather cool looking towers. Now these things will be completely and totally dwarfed by the towers here. Don't get me wrong, I do realise this. But I figured it would be a good way to hide my skeleton spawner. And for now, I'll put the entrance here. I probably will end up moving it somewhere else. But I've left it so I've got a little AFK system in place. It's not bringing me a massive amount of bone. This is all I've got out of it so far. But it's better than nothing. And all I've got is a minecart hopper inside that magma block there. And the water, the skeletons fall on it, instant damage, they can't get out of it, and they give me all their lovely bones. Now, bones are the only thing skeletons should drop. They sometimes drop a few arrows, but if it's a player kill, you get arrows, bows, all that good stuff. If it's just a generalized kill like this, they should only drop bones? Question mark. It may be the case that they do drop, yeah, they do drop some arrows as well. That one just proved it. But they should drop mostly bones and less arrows, because that's not going to have a effect on looting and player kill and all that. So, but yeah, it's in place and it's looking pretty decent. That right there, guys, is where I'm going to end it for today. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you've really loved it, hit subscribe. And don't forget, guys, come and join the Discord. There's a lot of great people over there, and we've got a community realm now. If you want to be a part of that, then you have to be part of Discord to join. So hit me up on Discord, and I'll get you set up on the realm. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.